So here's how we're going to use a table of random digits, which I will give you a sheet. It is a copy out of your textbook. Note that all random digits tables are not the same. Every textbook is different. They, I would presume, use a computer to generate those random tables of digits, so every computer generation would be different. So if I have 10 individuals or fewer, I can assign them the digits 1 through 9. If I have 100 or fewer, I can use the digits 00 through 99. Keep in mind, these are that number, so this is 10 digits. If you think about it, because 0 would count as 1, and of course this is 100 digits, because I'm counting the 00 as a pair, and so on. So the next group I would do 000 to 999 for 1,000, and so on. And then I'm going to choose a line in this table of random digits. Here's my TRD acronym. And I'm going to read each set of numbers. So for example, if I only used the digits 0 through 9, that set would be one digit at a time. If I use the digits 00 through 99, a set would be two digits at a time. And if I use the digits 000 to 999, a set would be three digits at a time, and I think you get the idea. And so one of the concepts that we'll want to use is if I happen to not use all of the digits in that set, in that range, then I can throw away the unused digits. And sometimes I'm going to want to throw away duplicates, sometimes not, but sometimes I am, if the numbers have been assigned to people, because I can't choose people more than once. Once I pick them, they're usually done. Okay, so next we want to talk about bias. And bias is when I systematically favor a particular outcome. So if you remember choosing the fat rectangles or the skinny rectangles, you were biased against the other kind of rectangle. Here are some other types of bias that you'll want to watch out for. So selection bias is also known as undercoverage, and it's when I leave some groups out of the sample. And you'll want to write down these examples even though I don't have room here, but one example would be if I do phone calling. And so one group that would be left out certainly when I do phone calling is people that don't have phones. Or maybe I only choose home phones, as I can tell by the first three digits of home phone numbers. And so now I'm leaving out people that have cell phones only and not home phones. Or when I find out homeowners' preferences about something, and let's say I only put surveys in mailboxes to homeowners, and I might be excluding people who have post office boxes. So you can see lots of ways that I might be able to not have everyone in the group if I'm not careful about how I design my experiment. Okay, non-response are those people who just say, I'm not going to participate. So they hang up the phone, they don't answer the phone because they have, let's say, caller ID or a message machine that picks up, or they won't send back in their surveys. Just essentially, they're not cooperative. They will not respond. So some measurement or response bias might be things like the respondent lies. So, have you ever done drugs? No. Or the respondent doesn't remember well. How many times have you seen the doctor in the past year? Sometimes things like that are really hard for people to remember. Interviewer effects could be the race, or the appearance, or the gender of the interviewer. So, you know, a guy might say, do you think that it's okay to be prejudiced in hiring against women? Okay. And then interviewer attitude, if they sort of do the head nod or say, I agree, or any of that stuff, giving either affirmation or negative attitude, that can affect how the respondent responds.